It's so beautiful. I was just thinking, just listening to Sister Belinda and Gail. Thank you. It was so rich, that conversation. And I was just thinking that it's so connected to the theme that we have taken up for the month of February, and that is about stepping into our inner power. And just how you said, Gail, so powerfully as you ended off, that only when I'm able to take care of myself in that way will I be able to serve from a space that will really have impact. Otherwise, I'm serving like from an empty glass or a half full glass. And that's very powerful, Gail. Thank you so much for that. And I think as we're going to go into this month with the theme of stepping into inner power, when we had a discussion and we were talking about what we would like to do for this month, one of the conversations that we had was just the aspect that today in the world, there is so much that is happening. I remember somebody said to me the other day that January isn't yet over and I'm exhausted already. The kind of demands and the push and pulls of life have become so strong that I can't even believe that I said maybe Happy New Year a few days ago, and the strain is already felt. And so, as a result of that, the theme that we've taken up for this month is really to be able to ensure that we stay close to ourselves, and just the way that was shared in the conversation before as well, that the question that was asked is how often do we listen to ourselves, and how much time do I actually give into myself? And it's a very, very powerful space, because only when I'm able to give that kind of time and space will I be able to offer anything of who I am to myself and to somebody else. Just a few days ago, I was responding to a scene that had come up, and we realized that physically not much could be done. There were people and professionals who may be able to offer their expertise to the situation. But what is it that I can do during that time? And so the more and more I have a resource of such inner power, that in that moment, I can really offer my strength. I can really offer my support. Sometimes we cannot fix things physically. We may not be able to find the solutions physically. But what the world is in dire need of right now is our own inner strength. And as we deepen this inner strength of who we are, it becomes a gift in situations, in the lives of people, and for humanity at large. And so last year, we had a very powerful time when we took up the topic with all of us, Wings of Soul. And it was deep inspirations from Daddy Yankee, Daddy Yankee's book, Wings of Soul. And so this time too, we felt that it gave us a lot of strength to be able to work with that, so that we were able to rise above situations. When you rise above things, you can serve it powerfully. So within our own inner work that we had done, myself and Raksha together decided that with the work that we had done through the teachings that had been shared, we had come up with a few themes that we're going to be taking up in the next month. So maybe Sister Raksha, you'd like to just come on and share what we're going to be doing. Yeah. I think we've lost Sister Raksha. Are you there, Sister Raksha?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it just needs to be made into big. It's on another view still.
Okay. So now it's good? Yeah.
No, yeah, just open.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. Okay, so so do you want to walk them through this, or do you want me to share?
So I'll talk about the first two, and then Raksha will take us through the second 2 weeks. And so we decided that for this week itself, we're going to start off with the journey of honesty and truth, because we felt that in order to deepen that inner power and the inner strength that we would like to hold, the first step towards that journey is honesty and stepping into truth. Because until I open that space within my being, I'm not going to be able to do that inner work to develop the inner strength. And so one of the areas that we have taken up is we going to look at honesty and truth with the self. That will be tomorrow. And on Thursday, we'll look at honesty and truth with God. And Friday, honesty and truth with others. So in that way, we would develop each day's theme. And similarly, for the following week, when I'm able to open that space, I can then develop the love and courage to grow that inner strength that I have. So the whole week will go within that journey of strengthening that inner space of love and courage.
And thereafter, in the third week, the aim is to look at deep self-trust, trust, and faith. And it flows beautifully from the other two. And then the importance of patience, hope, and stability, especially in all that is happening. And as Sister Dipti has shared, there's a feeling in the world that, there's a tiredness that has already set in within the first week or two of 2022. And so these 4 weeks, we have the aim that it could support our journey powerfully and initiate and activate an inner power that could then support our experience throughout the year. So for myself, I'll just stop share. So just trying to stop share. Okay, I can't seem to stop share. Okay, there's it, great. So so for myself, in reflecting about this topic, there's just been that conversation with Sister Dipti, and also that deep feeling that, in the world, so much has happened within a few weeks, and things are coming on fast and furious. And despite all that is happening, and we've been doing well, over the last 2 years, definitely we've been doing well. And, with regard to how we can cope physically. And yet really, can we totally only rely on our outer strength? Or does it require me now to step into my inner power and my inner strength? And just yesterday, I had an attempted burglary as well at the meditation center. And while that happened, again, I was reminded how all that matters now is, stepping into that inner power. You can get everything done excellently relying on our external power. And that may be a training that we acquired, this lifetime from childhood. But time is really demanding from us to step into our inner power now. And I was reminded yesterday while sitting in meditation of my experience, as a young intern, 24 years old, working 30 plus hours. And I remember I had worked for more than 24 hours. And when I looked back at casualty, I was doing a rotation in surgery. It still looked like a full house, like I had done nothing, and yet I had worked the entire day and the entire night. And then I was at Addington Hospital on Durban beachfront, and I stepped out for a breath of fresh air. And on one side, when I looked at the ocean and the rowers on the ocean and this huge golden sun rising, it looked so beautiful. I wanted to run into that scene. And when I turned my head just 180 degrees, I see a full casualty, full of sick people struggling. And I know the aim of the soul, this soul, was to make a difference, to support humanity. And I had the deep realization then, at that moment, that there's only so much I will be able to do with my hands, with my physical power. But with that inner power, not only can I support physically, but also I can support multifold in many dimensions through my being and the powerful being that I am. Like Gail shared beautifully, we got lost in the doing, and really the doing has a limit, is limited, but the being is unlimited. And even yesterday, as I was meditating, I was just thinking, relating to the conversation that Belinda and Gail was having, how sometimes if we don't make that time to pay attention to my inner space, my inner awareness, in our advanced class, it's called Smrti. And well, my Hindi is not that great, and it rhymes with another word called samarthi, which means power. And so holding the right awareness, how there is then that inner power that develops. And so for me, really wanting to work with all of you this month deeply at looking at how I can grow that inner power through powerful awarenesses every day. And so the aim is that at the end of every session as well, that we will give you an image and a title that you can hold on to. And so 39, 40 of us could hold on to a similar title of self-worth, an awareness that collectively we can hold. And as we hold that collective awareness, we can develop that inner power, and slowly then that self-trust begins to flow. That inner power then begins to make a difference externally. Like was shared in the conversation, it all begins with that self-care and that self-attention. I was reminded of Daddy Janki, and Daddy Janki used to always tell us 95% self-service, 5% service. And in the latter decade, she went from 95% self-service to 99% self-service and 1% service. Because really, it is in developing that powerful self-awareness, that powerful attitude within, that the real benefit to the world takes place. And so for me, stepping into my inner power, I'm really looking forward to working with you and also benefiting from this journey of holding powerful awarenesses and letting no weaker, destructive thoughts limit my experience of every day. And like happened to me yesterday and to everyone every day, there's going to be challenges. But if I know I'm not alone, collectively we're working on something together, and if I have that support, of a collective, of a higher energy, and that determination, that inner power can grow. Because for so long we've used our outer power, we've used our training to achieve and to perfect and to get everything right and cross all our T's and dot all our I's and tick off our to-do lists. Just this week, a young man also, had come to the meditation center because he's so good and so productive, but it's destroying him. He wants to run away from himself. And he did run away from himself into substances. And that didn't work either. And so now he wants to find himself. And so he ran away from himself into substances, and now he wants to find himself in meditation, at the meditation center. He wants to find his inner power because he knows he can achieve, but can he like himself in all that he has to do, in all the achieving that will be done? Can he give himself that time to grow that inner strength that's reliant on nothing and no one, that's so fragile and crumbling at this current time? So those were some thoughts from myself of this topic, about stepping into my inner power, holding powerful awarenesses that will then create my inner power.
I just want to add to what Raksha's just been saying, and just the feeling that we've still had associations with the word power for a long time in our life. And with what journey we're going to be working on for this month, power in terms of transformation. This, when we talk about the word power, we're going to be alluding to the word inner transformation that builds strength. And so, as Raksha was saying, that it starts with awareness. And so the areas that we're going to cover in all the topics that we take up is really to look at deep awarenesses that we will hold and how those awarenesses then affect our attitude, how those attitudes then affect our vision, how then it then affects my words and my actions, and ultimately how it affects my state of well-being, or how we call it in Brahma Kumaris, how it affects your stage. And then as a result of that, it affects the world, the sthiti that creates the world. And so it's a fivefold process, and it's a beautiful process. So each one is like a blossom flower. From that blossom, every petal of attitude, awareness, attitude, feelings, all these aspects that will start blossoming until we create that transformative experience. So think about it for yourself too. And like we always do, encourage that for this period of time, get yourself a nice journal. And as we start off this week, let's keep that journal. And as we're going to talk about this week on honesty and truth, welcome these two energies as guests and living beings in your life for this next week, and journal having them present with you. So whatever you hear for this week, internalize it to make it your own experience. And journal, because when you journal, you consolidate it for yourself. So today, go out and get yourself a nice book as an act of love for yourself. And for the next 4 weeks, let's take these themes and bring about a transformative experience in our lives. Thank you.
Yes, so we will definitely have that on a PowerPoint, and we'll re-emphasize this process as we go through. Sharad has a question about, can we put the process on a PowerPoint? And so that will be the aim. And it's really exciting, 40 of us could hold this awareness, a certain awareness for the day, and watch how it spills from inside out into our world. And we'll also look at those qualities with that attention each day to explore different facets from inward to outward. And because of that repetition and this collective energy, definitely by the end of February, we would create a powerful month and a powerful year. And so really looking forward to that. And today was more an introduction of the sessions that will be to follow. So you understood, the pattern that we will be exploring over the month. But we didn't want to leave you without an awareness today. So I'll also share that with you in a PowerPoint, Sharad. So I'll share with you now the awareness we want you to hold for the rest of today, and then we could do a meditation on that. So there you are. So today, this is the awareness we want you to hold, and the awareness that today I will experience that I am a powerful soul. So the attention on the word I will experience. So really to feel that I am a powerful soul who shares divine strength to all. So today, whilst you are walking and working and moving around and doing everything, can you hold that experience that I am a powerful soul? I know last week we had done a workshop on powerful new beginnings, and many had shared that they wanted to pay attention to these simple yet profound practices that create life. And so that attention today that I am a powerful soul who shares divine strength to all. And as we walk and move, we can see people need strength. So as you're walking and moving, visualize this powerful energy that you are, the soul, just radiating that divine strength, like a liquid light that injects all the souls that you pass to bring that little bit of energy to their day. And so that will be the practice that we would encourage you to share. I would like to now guide you through a meditation on that, and we can take any questions before we close. Is that okay, Sister Dipti?
Yes, Raksha.
Okay, so I'll stop share. So we can now just sit comfortably and relax. And as I'm seated here, I just become fully aware of my body. And if there's any tension, any stress in this body, I allow it to just let go from that muscle and slip down this body into my feet, into the earth beneath me. And I feel the earth, my friend, just massage these feet, wishing me a powerful day. I take a deep breath in, just breathing in peace, filling my lungs to its absolute depths with that divine air as I breathe out all the stale air in my lungs. Once again, filling my lungs with peace. I then let go of all the stale air of even the last moment. And feeling so fully relaxed, I switch on that beautiful light, that sparkling being in the very center of my forehead. And I observe this beautiful, precious, tiniest, loveliest energy that I am. So faithfully glowing bright. How often I forget about this light. And yet it serves this body. It gives life to this body. And so today I want to be aware of this precious, cherished, beautiful light that is everything and does everything. Today I won't ignore this light. I will let you rise and shine. Good morning. It will be a beautiful morning, a beautiful day as I rise and shine, filling my attitudes, words, actions, atmospheres, my world with a current of powerful light. Today, I will experience that I am a powerful soul, sharing divine might with every being that I pass, that I see, that I listen to. Today, I will shine. And I, the one playing the part, I will allow this light to shine bright. And I will watch this power just exude into my atmospheres and quietly and faithfully support my environments and my world. In my mind, I hold this powerful visual so close of who I am and why I am here. And I won't allow any other thought that will rob me, thieve from me this experience that is rightfully mine. The right to live with love, power, and wonder. Om Shanti. So thank you, and we look forward to journeying with this over the next few weeks, Sister Dipti.
No, thank you very much. And yes, we look forward to the time together. Thank you. So we hand you over back to Sister Belinda.
Thank you so much. And I think everyone is really looking forward to the next month. This inner power, without a doubt, we all resonate with what you have shared, that this is truly the great need of the hour, is our inner power. And so thank you everyone for being with us this morning, and look forward to meeting again tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Om Shanti.